Thank you very much. Let's get this love fest started. For all of you, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us here today as I introduce my proposal for the 2025-2026 budget. I want to offer my sincere thanks to Council President Sarah Nelson and other members of the City Council here for hosting us here today. Feels good to be back, I should say. We're in council chambers because this will be budget central for the next couple of months. I know it's the right place to have the conversations about what the future of our city should be, what it should look like, what our investment strategy should be. Now, there will be no doubt some long nights here for all of us. And indeed, you'll hear voices passionate about making, from the public, passionate about making sure their needs are met. And I want to thank you in advance for putting in this hard work, balancing a budget rates right up there with a dentist appointment or doing your taxes. It just has to be done. And so we're going to do this together. So thank you again. Earlier this year at the annual State of the City address, we discussed the significant general fund budget deficit. It faces all of us at $250 million. You may recall that I committed to the people of Seattle to take a deep analytical look at our entire budget portfolio. And I'm very proud of the fact that our team, our collective team, embraced the process of truly scrubbing the budget. We set out to consider not just what we are funding, but how we are funding it. Sort of looked at our why. We took immediate actions like implementing a hiring freeze, and I know that caused some concern. And then we looked under the hood of the programs we fund and, again, scrutinized streams of revenue. And this is tough work. My guiding principle as mayor is that my obligation to you, the people of Seattle, to do our best to spend every dollar we have toward the needs of the city and its people in a responsible and efficient and effective way. See, we don't have the luxury of a pie-in-the-sky reimagining of our budget based on a hope that our state's regressive tax system will magically change, or that Olympia would listen to the appeals of cities and counties large and small across Washington and lift the restrictive cap on local revenue. We were not dealt that hand. We made a conscious decision not to make broad cuts to essential general fund programs like police and fire and homelessness response. Instead, we thoughtfully and strategically and methodically reconstructed and reconfigured our budget built on the strong foundation and trajectory that we've established with your help. And as a result, I'm proud to say that we are sending the City Council a balanced budget that reflects our commitment to the people of Seattle. Unless you folks really want to make history, you could pass the mayor's budget with no edits. I'm assuming that there will be intense conversations to follow, and that has never been done like that. But there's always a chance to make history. In all seriousness, this reconfiguration of our budget allows us to propose a budget that closes the $250 million gap without raising taxes and without noticeable impacts to the public-facing city services that residents count on, like keeping our libraries open, keeping our senior centers open, community centers, providing youth programming and core parks services, maintaining critical infrastructure, striving to deliver effective public safety for every resident in every neighborhood. We know these are priorities. The approach we've taken also means that we don't have to slow down our hand at hard-charging progressive investments like affordable housing or expanding our innovative care department, supporting the working families of the city and infusing funds to energize arts and culture citywide. Most importantly, it represents the first step, a huge step, in putting our city on a better fiscal trajectory. Stability and sustainability are the key. This year, we are continuing to use some of the payroll expense tax revenues to support the general fund, just as the city has done every year since it was introduced. Over the last 4 years, the annual revenues brought in by the payroll expense tax have essentially doubled. significantly surpassing initial forecasts. So this increase allows us to both maintain the spending amount forecast when the tax was originally proposed and use it to fund the priority buckets of housing and equitable development and climate action and the economic development for our city and youth mental health and safety. This reconfiguration also allows us to close the deficit and invest in general fund essential services without tapping the rainy day fund or our fiscal reserves or putting our AAA bonding rating at risk. And this becomes critical for our long-term needs. The proposals you hear about in this budget and the deep, unacceptable cuts that we didn't have to propose are only possible because of the approach we used. So I want to thank Interim Director Dan Eder, who also knows, where are you, Dan? We want to thank you. I worked on this great floor, the second floor here together, and thank you and your predecessor, Julie Dingley, and the entire team at the City Budget Office, many of whom are represented here this afternoon, for identifying this reasonable path forward. And I want to thank Budget Chair and Councilmember Dan Strauss. Since day one of this budget cycle, he's been a thought leader and a thought partner willing to go outside of the box and seek real solutions with a steady hand. And so I want to thank you, Dan. Assured me he's a strong advocate for his neighborhood, but he promised me early on in the process that at least some of his changes will not involve Ballard. That's a commitment. This reconfiguration does not mean that we're able to avoid tough decisions or ignore structural budget challenges that put us in the position here in the first place. We had to take these issues head on. Our department directors who are here today, thank you for being here. They took a fresh eye at their own departments to make efficiency gains and find ways to do more with less and carefully consider all lines of business. They are embracing my expectation that the city is a learning, growing, sort of breathing organization to deliver excellent service to our communities. Now that means we also had to make some very difficult decisions. We had to propose some layoffs. These layoffs were informed by strategic thinking and our long-term approach to effective services, but for those city employees who are potentially impacted, I recognize that this is a very challenging and uncertain time for you. You have my commitment and my administration's commitment that we will put forward every effort to support you in this time of change. And I want to thank all of the city workers who tirelessly serve their neighbors and the residents of Seattle every single day in so many different ways. Our budget includes the contract we signed earlier this year that centered wage equity, responded to record inflation, and will help us recruit and retain highly qualified employees here at the City of Seattle to provide the essential services we need. These valued workers are a key part to this mission for us to be a learning and growing organization. Now, one group that I think truly embodies our resilience and the spirit of our city's workforce are our supported employees, members of our team with developmental disabilities or other similar challenges. Many of them are here with us today. They serve across the city in different departments, and I can tell you they are some of the hardest working and most enthusiastic teammates one can possibly have. Last week, I popped into the monthly meeting with our supported employees and I responded to their questions. They beat the mayor up a little bit. But in all seriousness, they represent the best in all of us. Embrace the concept of public service and decided to do the best they could to overcome the challenges that are put before them. And I am proud to be on their team. And you could just sort of wave your hand here and say hi to us. Those are our superstars right there, our supported employees. We take pride in the work that you do, and thank you. So taking a top-to-bottom approach to rebuilding The budget allows us to continue prioritizing programs that support city workers and allows us to prioritize programs that mean so much to us in describing our Seattle's fundamental needs, such as protecting the gains we're making to build and maintain affordable housing. Our approach to housing is ambitious and multi-pronged and a high priority in this budget. We know bringing down the cost of housing is central to our efforts to make Seattle an affordable city for all residents and making additional progress on the homelessness crisis. Again, this is tough work. In this budget, we are proposing $342 million toward affordable housing in 2025, the largest single investment in Seattle's history. Now, I need that to resonate with folks. That is our largest investment up until 2026, when we have proposed an even higher investment at $343 million, recognizing the need for our residents. Altogether, that's nearly $700 million toward affordable housing over 2 years, on top of the $800 million we've invested in my first 3 years of office. This is critical policy work and investment strategies. This means that thousands of more units of affordable and permanent supportive housing for those most in need. Pairing our historic investments with other partners is critical. We need partners. I seek partners. You read about partnerships every day. The state of Washington, philanthropy, private companies like Amazon, including their recent commitment to $1.4 billion toward affordable housing. See, working together, we're addressing the significant challenges facing affordable housing providers and taking advantage of the opportunity to create needed new places for people to live in our city. That said, we know that these investments in housing and stability alone will not make Seattle more affordable for families and workers and our neighbors. Simply put, we need more housing and more kinds of housing across the city. So over the last year, we've advanced a number of common sense solutions to increase and diversify our housing stock, making it easier to build, reducing permitting hurdles, and promoting houses like ADUs. So next month, we'll take another major step by sharing more details about our revised One Seattle Comprehensive Plan update, reflecting a massive opportunity to build new kinds of housing in new places. This is a comp plan. We also will have a massive opportunity to make everyone mad. So if you know comp plans, you know if you know. That's the difficult work we have elected to do. Some of the changes we'll be making include improving the size and types of family-sized housing that can be built in our neighborhood residential zones. More incentives to build affordable housing citywide and additional neighborhood centers, areas where we can build stronger communities, encourage walkability, and encourage housing options and affordability in all parts of Seattle. Our plan, yes. Our housing plan and our comp plan puts access opportunity, and community first and foremost. Allowing corner stores everywhere in the city and focusing on connecting people to transit, and with increased density along major arterials and transit routes. As part of our budget, we'll go even further to invest in the next piece of our One Seattle plan, funding a supplemental environmental review that will explore how we can further add housing in places that already have increased density. Indeed, a second supplemental environmental review is also planned to continue efforts to bring 500 new units of housing to the Fort Lawton site in Magnolia. 500, combining home ownership and rental properties and transitional housing. Now, this is transformational for our city. This kind of investment opportunity is currently using underutilized U.S. Army property. It's the single largest investment we can make in new, affordable, mixed-use housing in our city, while also adding 20 acres of green space to Discovery Park. I recently took a tour there with HUD officials, and they too agreed on what a beautiful opportunity we have, and we've been working really hard to make sure they are cooperating and indeed investing with us, and this is a great piece of work and a great opportunity for Seattle. Finally, thank you. includes strategies to fight displacement and support the communities who have long called Seattle home, but who are of being pushed out by rising costs and a changing landscape. One important tool in this effort is the Equitable Development Initiative, a program I can say my budget will increase to $28 million total for 2025. And I look forward to continuing our ongoing work with council members and Land Use Chair Tammy Morales as the council considers the One Seattle plan and all of the housing programs we are proposing, like our revised ADU code that are going to make our city a place where everyone could call home. And I want to thank you in advance, Councilmember Morales. This gives us the opportunity to demonstrate words like equity and opportunity, and fairness and justice. These are not just mere buzzwords. These are real values that will convert to budget policy. Is that little boy whose mom worked at the local YMCA and his father worked at City Light, being able to live in the core city of Seattle was literally life-changing for me. My goal as your mayor is to make sure other little children have that same possibility in the core of Seattle, and that is driving our plans. Housing is a critical component of our efforts to address the homelessness crisis. And we also recognize we need intermediate places for people living unsheltered to go. They must begin their journey to recovery. Places like shelter and tiny home villages with culturally competent care and services on site. Our city and region entered this year staring down at a funding cliff for shelters and tiny home villages, facing the risk of losing about 300 beds as federal and one-time grants are set to expire at the end of the year. Now that's 300 spaces where people can safely sleep at night. That's 300 respites from the cold of the winter and the extreme heat of the summer. That's 300 footholds of people looking for a chance to recover. So we appreciate places like the Cairo building in the Central District, operated by Africatown. It serves up to 150 people every day and night with a specific focus on the Black community who are disproportionately represented in our homelessness population. I know Councilmember Joy Hollingsworth understands the important impact that this shelter is making in her district and across the city. And I know that the community holds us accountable for fighting against these kinds of injustices that have historically been part of our city. We can't lose these places. Not here, not under our watch, not in Seattle. So in this budget, we worked with King County to ensure that these beds stay open, taking on these investments ourselves and changing them from one time to ongoing. This becomes key. Includes $3.2 million to keep these beds open. This was a must include for our administration. I also want to express my gratitude to the workers who serve these communities and indeed change lives and save lives, our human service providers. This budget invests in their well-being and the retention of this critical workforce, keeping us on track with our commitment to provide inflationary adjustments and needed equity pay. We need these amazing workers, these dedicated employees, to continue doing these essential jobs. Further, we are maintaining funding for homelessness services, including contracts administered by the King County Regional Homelessness Authority. I'm pleased with the earlier conversations I've had with KCRHA's new CEO, Dr. Kelly Kinnison. As she brings diligence and competence and experience and compassion and urgency to this organization, she adds to the work that they're doing. We're very proud of the energy that she's bringing. And together with Dr. Kinnison and the reforms in front of the city and the county councils, we can take this organization to its next phase from startup to upstart, disrupting the status quo and reducing unsheltered homelessness. My budget proposal will also expand the service capacity of our unified care team, allowing us to immediately respond to areas frequently repopulated with encampments. Our unified care team has made significant difference for the people of Seattle, housed and unhoused. We've decreased tent encampments by 72% since I took office and increased shelter referrals incredibly. They've climbed in terms of the amount of people we are referring to shelter. We're committed to this issue. We know that mental and behavioral health is often intersectional with homelessness. And while any person in our city can be lost to the devastation of fentanyl and synthetic opioids, we recognize those living unsheltered are at a significantly disproportionate risk. That's why last week I announced a new public health strategy centered on increasing our investment in the greatest public health challenge that we face right now, the fentanyl crisis. Next year, we will nearly triple our spending to take on substance use disorder, funding the new programs and proven strategies that are already making a difference. Over the last year, we've seen an 18% decrease in fatal overdoses across King County, and that reduction is even higher in our downtown core. Programs called for in my April 2023 executive order, like Seattle Fire Department's Health 99 post-overdose team, expanding mobile medication delivery in a new way, and a pilot to distribute life-saving drugs that reduce cravings and withdrawal symptoms. These are making a difference, as is our collaboration with public health, Seattle and King County, and our service provider partners. So next year, with this funding, we can forge ahead on our next set of initiatives in this area. In partnership with DESC, we will open the Orca Center. This will provide care to those in the immediate aftermath of an overdose, as well as the tools and support to seek recovery and treatment. And next month, we'll begin a pilot with Valley Cities to provide a dedicated detox and inpatient treatment beds for up to 150 people per year. Helping people access care to get well is an essential part of our plan to create a vibrant and welcoming city for everybody. It's also just one part of our investment strategy to support our downtown activation plan and build the downtown of the future. So if you look at our budget, it contains millions of dollars toward art activation, beautification, renovation, long-term planning in downtown. This is a priority of mine, and I know it's a priority of Council President Sarah Nelson, who has been a staunch advocate for this neighborhood since taking office in our discussions during this budget. And I want to thank Council President for her leadership. One of the areas I'm most excited about is our proposal to invest in Westlake Center and to ensure it is once again the heart of downtown. Now, the World Cup opportunity is swiftly approaching, as I'm reminded on a weekly basis. It's coming in 2026. This can ignite lasting changes at Westlake. Over the last year, we've had a preview of what this could look like with great events or turnouts at Westlake to watch parties for the U.S. men's and women's soccer teams. I've sat through a few of those, and it is truly fun and exciting. Yesterday, I attended the memorial of former Mayor Charlie Royer, a champion for Seattle, and who made Westlake's revitalization a centerpiece of his administration. I want to publicly thank his family and for Mayor Royer for the vision that we're fighting to keep alive today. We can continue advancing this vision and make Westlake the world-class plaza it deserves to be, a gathering place, a community commons, a nexus between linking downtown and the waterfront and Seattle Center, pulling it all together. This comes as we prepare to complete our revolutionary waterfront project, which is grand opening right around the corner next year. I think many of you know that on October 4th, 10/4, 6 days before my birthday, by the way, I'll hope you join me as we build on the momentum of the Seattle Aquarium's Ocean Pavilion and officially introduce Overlook Walk as Seattle's latest iconic urban element. And you've seen pictures of it, you've sort of seen, this is really cool stuff. It will create a first of its kind pedestrian connection between the downtown and the waterfront, and bridging Pike Place Market and the new Park Promenade. Good things are happening downtown. Another area of investment in my proposal to maintain our enhanced cleaning efforts through our $1.5 million investment in the mid is sort of described in these efforts. And last week I had the pleasure of speaking directly to the mid ambassadors, the folks you see out there cleaning and putting in the work, helping downtown. I know you see them. You can't miss the bright yellow vests, and I spent some time with them during the lunch hour. Now, many of these mid ambassadors, you may not know, they come from some challenging backgrounds, and they're certainly willing to share that with you. They have experienced challenges with homelessness and substance abuse or incarceration, and when we met, I told them a few things. The first thing I tried to impress upon them was thank you. Thank you every day for your hard work in making our city a more welcoming place. From one human being to another, thank you. The second thing I shared with them, that they are an example of what our administration is trying to achieve in Seattle, a city where people have opportunities and second chances to restore not just their own lives, but to help others in need get on the same path, using that lived experience to help others. And third, that they too are part of our One Seattle team, a critical part of our efforts to pump life and vibrancy and heart and soul into our streets. I share their passion, and they share our passion to create a safe, friendly downtown, and that we will match their passion, they will match ours, and that's how we're going to get this done. So I'll soon be issuing an executive order to better improve this coordination, to better improve the vibrancy and safety across the city. We've seen incredible improvement driven by tactical surges to clean up the streets. You've seen that. We help people access services and refer unlawful or criminal activity. This executive order will establish a new downtown activation team, DAT, to make these changes sustainable, building on the proven model and coordination of the Unified Care Team. So the downtown activation team will bring together nearly 15 city departments with our partners and service providers like the Downtown Seattle Association, the mid ambassadors I spoke of, We Deliver Care, among others. It will allow us to better coordinate place-based activations, cleanings, and safety operations in downtown, the Chinatown International District, and Little Saigon. I know how important this is to the entire city, and I know how important it is to Council Member and Public Safety Chair Bob Kettle, and that if this proves successful, and we are confident that this is best practices, that this approach will be brought citywide. I got to figure out where you guys are sitting. I keep going like this over here. Thank you, Councilmember Kettle. So based on practices in resetting community norms, and established principles in criminology, the new team will implement what we are calling scheduled restoration actions, SRAs, intending to clean areas, enhance public safety, and facilitate artistic and cultural expression. Teams will be visible and consistent. This is the kind of strategic coordination we need to further restore the vibrancy and livability in these cherished neighborhoods. Now, elements of this plan and the work of the Downtown Activation Plan have actually already begun, and we're seeing positive early results downtown, and we've gotten a lot of positive feedback from our efforts. But for Seattle to thrive, the vibrancy of our economic and cultural centers must continue to be restored. This is ongoing work, and this is a priority for our administration. What we know is that public safety touches on virtually every city department and every function of our government. We recently held a retreat, and this is exactly what we talked about. To keep people safe, my administration takes a holistic approach that recognizes the importance of mental health, food access, treatment availability, housing stability, as it does law enforcement and diversified responses to 911 calls. While our first responders are a crucial part of our system and do incredibly important and valuable work daily, all city departments have a responsibility to improve public safety in Seattle. This is the One Seattle approach. This approach for sustainable and measurable safety is what guides my administration when it informs the proposed investments in this budget. This includes efforts like resolving 911 calls by rebuilding and optimizing officer staffing and expanding response options to best match the situation. That's why our budget continues to invest in an expanded Seattle Fire Department recruiting class and SPD recruiting, where this year we are on pace to have nearly 4,000 officer applicants, which is the highest number of applicants since 2013, over a decade ago. So, and we are working feverishly to make sure the application work that we're doing and the pipeline into actual officers is improved greatly. Now, we're not talking in the abstract here. We are really hiring. Right now, seattle.gov, if you want to pull up the website and join the effort of our public safety department, it's seattle.jobs. What did I say? What did I say, Chief? Seattle Jobs, seattlepolicejobs.com. You got it? I'll wait for you. There might be 5 officers out there right now. Our budget also reflects our new agreement with King County, which will expand flexibility and capacity in our use of the King County Jail. Our approach to addressing people engaged in unlawful activities requires a diverse array of strategies and approaches, including the option to book someone into jail. It's for that reason, the need for the right response at the right time, that we're also including funding the citywide expansion of care responders, our new paradigm in public safety, adding ongoing funding for an additional 18 responders and 3 supervisors. These responders will allow care to answer calls citywide 7 days a week, reducing strain on limited police resources and helping meet people where they are by providing direct behavioral interventions and crisis de-escalation and resource and service navigation, transportation, and more. This is indeed a holistic approach that we should all embrace. We're also, yes. We're making a push in Seattle Police Department to better leverage civilian roles to support sworn officers, like hiring civilian employees to help ongoing investigations or crime technicians to provide swift analysis and informative data. We're expanding the role of parking enforcement officers to review traffic safety cameras as well. A new way of thinking, like I said earlier, not just what we invest, but how we invest. Transportation safety is a public safety too. It's part of our ecosystem of trying to keep all communities safe. And this budget includes an expansion of 38 traffic safety cameras in 19 school zones, more than doubling the current account. And you'll note, thus far I'm not talking a lot about transportation this year's budget announcement. But building the transportation infrastructure, I should make this clear, we need to meet housing and economic and safety and mobility goals because they are critical to our future as a city and creating that safe environment I'm talking about. Let me just say, I suggest there's always ethics rules on what I can say in these situations here, so let me be very careful here. I suggest you thoroughly review your voter guide statement this year and make an informed decision when you vote in November. Now, not just in our collective proposed transportation levy, but on everything. You get my drift. In all seriousness, I'd like to recognize Councilmember Rob Saka, also known as the King of Potholes. The rest of the City Council for partnering with us to refine and propose the levy that is on this year's ballot. Thank you very much. Our budget also includes environmental changes like new overhead pedestrian lighting that makes the city look more beautiful and helps people feel safe. You've probably read about this recently. It's no surprise that I strongly believe in using the latest technology as a tool to strengthen our public safety efforts. We try to figure out what's working in other cities, and I'm replicate if it is indeed working. And we also are always willing to listen to feedback if something is ineffective. This budget, we will fund a real-time crime center at SPD to improve our ability to respond to and solve crimes. It also invests in our CCTV pilot in neighborhoods downtown, the Chinatown International District, and along Aurora Avenue. My budget proposes investing in supporting those who need our help, including a $2 million investment in services like people being trafficked and exploited on Aurora Avenue. And I want to thank the council for having some very intense discussions, empathetic discussions on this issue. We have an obligation to support those being victimized and connect them with the organizations and service providers who can make a difference in their lives. I know Councilmember Kathy Moore agrees with this approach and will be a champion for these needed support services. Thank you, Councilmember Moore. This budget seeks to invest in the next stage of our plan for youth mental health and safety, bringing our total to nearly $20 million to expand mental health counselors, telehealth services, and violence prevention and intervention and interruption services, in addition to $12.5 million in base investments supporting youth safety. We will only be safe when our children are safe. Our overall investment in community safety through our Human Services Department is $38.3 million, with continued investments in the community-based organizations that are using lived experience and credible messengers to disrupt gun violence near schools and across the city. I know for a fact that Councilmember Maritza Rivera has been an important partner in thinking through these investments, driving outcomes with a focus on improving outcomes for our youth. And I want to publicly thank Councilmember Maritza Rivera for that leadership. Investments are all part of a broader approach to create thriving communities. The projected general fund deficit required us to be strategic in these areas, and I've discussed, squeezing the most out of every dollar, investing in programs that truly make the biggest difference. I once saw a poster that said, "Budgeting is the art of spreading dissatisfaction uniformly." Well, I believe it's also spreading satisfaction uniformly, too. For example, we all love trees here in the great Northwest, and particularly in Seattle. Our proposal to establish the One Seattle Tree Nursery is a new program critical for meeting tree canopy restoration, our goals, and ultimately a money saver, because we will be able to grow our own local trees instead of purchasing them from other states. The city's remarkable Trees for Neighborhood program delivers hundreds of trees to residents across the city. But this year, just this year, we had to offer fewer trees than expected because production issues outside of our control, outside of the state, were caused by the providers. We cannot improve this, I should say positively, we can improve this by growing the best trees for Seattle, in Seattle, to address climate change. We've been relentless in our climate efforts, especially seeking grants from the state and federal government at the historic time where the issue of climate change is in front of us. In the last year, we've brought in $61.5 million in state and federal climate grants, focusing on things like green buildings and affordable heat pumps and clean electricity rebates. These resources have allowed us flexibility to restructure the funding for our Office of Sustainability and Environment. I want to thank Director Farrell for her strong leadership and her department. She gets all the credit, but they do all the work. But that's the way it works sometimes. Finally, I want to reiterate that I am proud of the kinds of programs that we've been able to preserve in this budget restructuring, like maintaining all grants in the Office of Arts and Culture, including the Centering Arts and Racial Equity program. I know this is a priority for Councilmember Chan Yu. I've heard her speak on this very eloquently for some time, as well as her work to foster art in our city and supporting a strong creative economy. And I look forward to your continued discussions, Councilmember Wu. Seattle must continue to not only be known as a city of innovation and resiliency, but also a city known for our arts, our ability to express ourselves, our culture. That's in our special DNA as a city. We're unlike many cities. We have our own culture, and it's pretty cool, actually. We need to invest in these efforts. In all, I believe we've achieved a lot in this budget. We've closed a $250 million general fund deficit in 2025 and 2026. We've protected the payroll expense tax to meet its original commitments, while also funding important priorities and preventing more devastating cuts. We've made some tough decisions, but necessary decisions about our programs and our return on investments, our future spending, and our goal always is to provide a new, clear trajectory for sustainability. And most importantly, I believe we've met our commitment to you all, the residents of Seattle. This strategy allows us to put every dollar allowed us, I'm sorry, I was doing perfectly until then, right? This strategy allowed us to put every dollar we have toward the needs of our city. Strong public services, historical investments in affordable housing and homelessness investments, needed public health and public safety programs, and resources for thriving communities, and so much more. Again, I want to thank my teammates for doing this work. I hope this budget offers a strong starting point for the City Council as we continue to have a conversation with you and with the community about how to use our resources. Part of our job are receiving feedback. My administration welcomes your feedback in a conversation. Together, we are building a great city, clawing our way back to a city that we love so much. So all of you, I thank you for being here. I know it was a long speech, but this is what we have to do. This is our work together. And I want to thank again the City Council for the weeks and months ahead for helping me build One Seattle. Thank you very much.
The council will be at ease for a while. You're welcome to stay, though, for the rest of the meeting.